Oyo State Police Command has confirmed the arrest of Naomi Sile-kun-ola, former queen of the Ooni of Ife, alongside the principal of Islamic High School, Ibadan, Fasasi, Abdulahi, and 6 others, in connection with a stampede at the children's funfair in Ibadan. The incident, which occurred on Wednesday, claimed at least 35 lives, most of them children. The tragic event held at Islamic High School, Basorun, was organized by Wings Foundation in collaboration with Agidigbo FM, a local radio station, and was planned for 5,000 attendees. However, overcrowding occurred as the number of participants reportedly exceeded 7,500. Police Public Relations Officer Adewale Osefiso confirmed the arrest and stated that investigations are still ongoing. The case has been transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department and justice will be pursued with urgency, he said. Other arrested individuals include Genesis Christopher, 24, Tanimowo Moruf, 52, Anisolaja Olabode, 42, Idowu Ibrahim, 35, and Abiola Oluwatemileyin, 25. Witnesses recounted chaotic scenes at the venue as crowds surged to gain entry. A grieved parent said, "I didn't bargain for this. My daughter is not dead. Please, doctor, wake her up." Partners Hospital in Bosorun reportedly received 6 children, 5 of whom were pronounced dead, while 1 survivor has been discharged. Adigigbo FM, through its Director of Programs, Olayinka Abdulwahab, clarified its role, stating, "We are not the organizers of the event, but we are involved as a media partner." The Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, expressed his condolences in a statement on Thursday, extending sympathy to the Oyo State government and the victims' family. "We share in the grief and pain of the affected families. We pray that Olodumare grants them the fortitude to bear this trying time," the monarch said. He also commended Naomi Sile-kun-ola for her previous charitable efforts during her time as queen. Miss Naomi Ogunseye demonstrated love and care for the children of Ile-Ife, organizing events each December to support indigent children, Oba Ogunwuse noted. The monarch pledged the House of Oduduwa's support for efforts to bring solace and healing to those affected, while urging stringent adherence to safety standards to prevent future tragedies. He said, "We stress the importance of rigorous adherence to safety standards and child welfare policies in educational institutions." He, however, condemned the sensationalization of the incident, urging a responsible and reflective approach to reporting the tragedy. Governor Seyi Makinde also expressed sorrow over the tragedy, assuring residents that measures are being taken to prevent similar incidents. Security agents have been deployed to restore order, and medical personnel were sent to assist the victim, he announced via his X handle. What are your thoughts on this story, Ms. Peace?
Well, it's quite so pathetic, most especially at this time. I think they didn't really plan enough for this event. But first, may their soul rest in peace, because it has already occurred, and there is nothing we are going to do except to do better in the future.
Right.
Looking at this now, many parents will be grieving because a lot of children have passed away.
Right.
Then others have been injured. But I feel that next time, if people should go into planning, they should have a way of doing it so that it will be modest enough to safeguard life and also ensure that the children or whoever that is participating in the event does well. I see a lot of people give out invitations now. They invite school and say, okay, from this school we need 20 children. From this school we need 20. So in that way, you'll be able to meet up with the 5,000 children targets which you've already budgeted and planned for, and there won't be excesses. And then ensure that personnel, security personnel, or there is an ushering agency that will ensure that such events such tragic events like stampede don't occur again. I think it's this year that we had that Ibadan collapse or crash. So it's more like a whole pathetic situation for the state right now, and this should have been prevented, but I don't know what happened.
Ms. Ogechi, what are your thoughts as regards the hunger in the land? Because see, when this event was hosted, parents surged in with their children, forgetting the fact that you might not even get the gift that was supposed to be given. But because of, do you think hunger played a factor to make parents pursue this event till we got to the tune of 7,500?
The truth is, hunger is one of the major reasons why parents left their children like that, just to come out in mass for such. But the problem remains that in as much as hunger is the number one, will I call it culprit, there is also the issue of having trained personnel, okay? Like we have crowd controllers. Probably they didn't make good plans. So, but talking about hunger in the land, no matter how hungry a person is, though, I wouldn't say that they will just leave their children to come out like that. But what are we going to do to curb the hunger? Because no matter how you look at it,
the prices of foodstuff are soared. Food is a problem for many families. Now, imagine you as a mom, a parent, you take your little child to this type of party. It was publicized on radio. People announced there were no fixtures to say ABCD people can get in. So it was opened for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, you might have left your house with the thought that when we get there, they will give us something. Let's take our bath early, let's go early and all of that. Now, someone has gotten to that place. Do you think hunger played a prevalent role as regards, you get there, you see the crowd, and there is a stampede at the gate, or people are struggling, you go back, right? Or you people try to go in one by one. What do you think would have gone wrong to make a parent want to say, we must go inside, despite the fact that the place is already blocked?
You're right. You're right. Thinking about it, when you don't have any other choice, there is no hope. The price of things are excruciatingly high. And this is Christmas. People want to celebrate. People want to eat. So they wouldn't have any other choice than to just go for that giveaway. It's free. And you know, there is this tag we have on free things. There is this tag we have on free things. We just want to get it. We are not spending for it, just not spending on getting it. So I wouldn't really say hunger didn't play a role. It actually played a big role. And I'm sure it's the pushing factor that will make a parent see that crowd, see that surge, and the person is still moving.
Is that enough reason to ignore the safety and welfare of your children, of your child?
It's not. But you know, as parents, no parent would like to see their child hungry and crying.
Right.
Okay? So I'm certain they didn't envisage the stampede happening. They never thought it would come to that.
Right.
All they had in mind was, this is a survival means. Let's just get this package. Our Christmas goes stew.
Stew. That's lovely when you put it like that. Miss Space. Now, what are your thoughts as regards the state of hunger in the states, as it were? Because I want to say in Nigeria, but now let's focus on the states that this happened. 7,500 people. It is not for an employment opportunity.
No.
It's to come and eat rice and collect party pack. That should go, for me, that goes a long way to show the level of hunger in Oyo State and Ibadan, the state capital. What are your thoughts on the high rate of hunger, parents and children get to face at this time?
Okay, the hunger
and how can the government help?
The hunger is widespread, and funny enough, I've lived 5 to 6 years of my life in Ibadan, so I can actually see, envisage what really happened there that day. These people are camp people. They're very welcoming. They love food, and the lifestyle there is quite affordable, especially for the average family. But because of this hike in food prices and many things, we can see that things are getting worse and worse. And most parents wouldn't even have been at home. Some would have even gone there being lured by their friends or elder siblings. So it's not as if everybody that went there, their parents allowed them. Because definitely they'll be in the market, they'll be at many places doing their businesses. And it's quite unfortunate that these people had just died just because they went for just maybe a particular meal, maybe lunch, they have not had breakfast. Okay, let it be their breakfast. When they get home, they'll take their lunch. So the government has to come in. It's obvious that from the vulnerable ones, which are the children that just died, and till those that are elderly, there is hunger, because some will still bring for their parents.
All right.
Yes. So the government has to do enough now.
All right.
Food is affordable, let me say a bit affordable in Ibadan than here and maybe other parts. But Ibadan should be the largest city in West Africa. Right. So they should have known that a lot of children would come. and there would also be likelihood of stampede. So on their part, I think they didn't do enough logistics arrangement, and planning and safety. But we commend their efforts in trying to support. But at the same time, the government has to come in. I think everybody that wants to do something that should exceed 500 children or more participants should involve the government. We have many agencies, National Orientation Agency and other, that would orientate them on how to go about their planning, maybe assist them, or they will even partner. So in all these things, government has to come forward during festive seasons or during events like this.
And make it mandatory for people to use them and call on them to assist.
Yes, definitely. And they can partner to see that aside making people to get entertained and enjoying themselves, there is also safety. Then secondly, on the hunger in the land, the government has to do something. I was in the market last week. 5 liters of oil was sold at 18,500. Just yesterday is 22,500.
Wow.
That means a liter goes for nothing less than 4,000 or 4,001. So a parent that receives 16,000 in a month, how would the person even buy vegetable oil, cheese, and go? So the hunger is too much. So I think in whatever budget they're making for 2025, they should consider food.
Food and subsidize.
Yes, because food is a basic need of man, and they should know how they can subsidize food, how they can make food affordable for at least indigent ones.
Thank you so much for your input.